You're seeing a blue screen of death anyway here. So anyway, namaskar, warm welcome to everybody and good morning. Welcome to HBCSE. It's a great pleasure to see so many familiar faces here and also a lot of people who are probably visiting us for the first time. So I will tell you a little bit about the venue here. And whether you've been part of this science education thing for years or whether you're just joining in there, we are always delighted to have such conversations at the center. And the topic that has been chosen, undergraduate education, science education, I think is one of the most important challenges facing India right now, and thank you all for being part of this. Now, looking at the schedule, I see that Shadab, Darshan, and their team, they've brought together a very eclectic and vibrant bunch of educators, I see policymakers, researchers, and all of you are very committed to sort of helping to change the landscape of UG education. And these are questions that are being addressed which are actually important. They are urgent, we need to work on them, but they are also complex things. They're not things with very easy solutions. I mean, reimagining science education at the UG level is a very vast thing. I mean, where do you make an intervention? Is it curriculum, lab pedagogy, assessment, mentoring, institutional frameworks of support? There are so many things, and there are no easy answers. But I'm sure that the experience that all of you bring in, the insights that you have, will sort of make our discussions richer. And I'm sure we're not going to resolve everything in a day or two, but at least it's good to start discussions and take a few steps forward, etc. Now, I think this is a good point to sort of maybe remind you perhaps why you are all sitting here. And, the program may not reflect it, but the center, HBCSE, has been, I would say, at the forefront of some kind of intervention, some kind of research into undergraduate science education for a very long time. Our flagship NIUS program started in 2004. We are in year 22 right now with some of the batches. And there have also been individual or group research initiatives. I see Mashood, who's been doing some very novel stuff with trying to get modeling introduced into a physics undergraduate curriculum. I see Savita, who has done some very interesting work on chemistry education in the UG level, especially in the laboratory domain. So, chat up with people while you're here. There are lots of fun stuff that happened. I know you're here only for a day. It's not going to give you enough time if you're coming here for the first time to explore what we have. But I should, of course, put in a plug for our merch. Well, it's not merch really, but you should certainly visit the publication section. We have lots of very interesting books, activities, games, whatever, and many of them are actually connected to undergraduate education. So that's something which you should probably check out while you're here. And of course, I must use the opportunity to thank the team that has put this workshop together. Of course, there are academic, the organizers who shaped the program, and the keynote speakers, and all of you who are going to share your experience and wisdom. But also, a special word for a lot of people who work behind the scenes, who've made this event possible, the auditorium staff, canteen staff, guest house staff, whatever, the tech teams. We're deeply grateful to all the people who help us pull off such programs together. And, at HBCSE, I think we are firm believers that conversations that are thoughtful, that are inclusive, that are oriented towards trying to at least think about how do we get some change in the system are really important. And I hope this workshop gives us a space to listen to exactly that kind of talks, discussions, reflect on what is happening, and hopefully at the end of the day, we'll make a small difference somewhere. So once again, thank you all for being here. Welcome. Let's get started.